champion of Filipino American Lennon Salazar, leading out the rest of the squad at 2023 Little League World Series Championships here at the Championship Parade in El Segundo. We have full coverage of this, so keep it here on news.abs-cbn.com/TFC News.
Mr. Ollie Parks would like to say something to you guys.
Hello, Gundo. Thank you so much for coming out. This support is crazy. I can't believe we're here. Our town just helps us so much through this great accomplishment, and we couldn't have done without you guys, so thank you.
Good job, Ollie boy. This team is made 3 years in the making, and I couldn't have done it without some of the coaching that we had. And I'd like to have Coach Lee come up and say a few words.
So first of all, I want to say thanks to the city of El Segundo for all the support. We did see a lot of the videos that came through, and it was pretty fantastic. But my message is to you guys, the team. For those that you don't know, I turned 50 while we were in Williamsport, which was awesome. And you guys gave me the best 50th birthday present ever. That a 50-year-old kid who loves baseball got to play in the stadium in a World Series and almost give up a game-winning grand slam, being the pitching coach, and then having it being walked off. But I want to thank all of you guys for coming out. And the last person I want to thank is Danny. Because for a lot of you guys that don't know, it takes so much work. We spent many tireless nights during the tournament trying to bring up film, trying to do everything to make sure our boys were well prepared. For a lot of you guys that don't know, a lot of them got sick. Danny was there, Tim was there. We were there trying to take care of the kids to make sure we could put a team on the field, make sure we represented El Segundo. A lot of our kids persevered through some crazy, crazy times. But like I said, it just adds to the experience. But I know to the city of El Segundo, this has been a big thing. For as long as I've lived here, we've always been known as a baseball town, and it's nice to bring a World Series title back to El Segundo!
Before I get into the team, you spoke about ESPN and ABC, and I'd like to ask the dignitaries if you can help with Spectrum and all that stuff going on. That'd be awesome, because I haven't seen any games yet. Tons of thank yous to everyone. I'm just going to say thank you to everyone that's been involved with this process. I'm going to miss names, so I'm just going to say thank you to everyone, and separately, I'll see you and personally thank you as well. So again, thank you to families, dignitaries, council. We played a team from Palos Verdes and we lost. Very first game in Redondo, Perry Park. We then went on a 13-game winning streak all the way to the state, and then we won a double final against Sherman Oaks, who's been our rivalry in this for a while, and took them out, and we win state, and so starts the story. We come back at 11, and long story short, we make it to the semis, and we lose to Scripps Ranch, and our season ends there. Not what we wanted, but it also helps in the way that you win, teams win. Adversity helps them be humble when they lose, helps them how to understand how we don't like to feel that way. That's how we get better, right? So now we have the 12-year-old year, and 12-year-old year is where you all get to go to Williamsport, if you can get that far, regions and then Williamsport. And, you know, we talked about it way back in the day when we first started, saying this team's really good. This team's really good. And this year we got better. We weren't only really good, we were a great team. And we weren't a great team because of additions. We were a great team because we learned how to play together. There's a lot of times you get good players on a team and they play for stats and they play for selfish reasons. Not one of these 12 kids would tell you they were playing for stats or selfish reasons. They were all playing for each other. That's the difference in a really good team to a great team. Every team had one or two 5'10", 6-footers, 180, 160. Those guys can hit it, right? They can do what they do. But we had 12 guys that understood how to play a team game. That's the difference in a good team and a great team. We finished a mission. Inside a mission, there are a bunch of goals. Districts, regions, sectionals, and state. Our mission wasn't to win one. Our mission was to win the whole thing. So if you notice, we didn't celebrate very hard after all the things we've done. We win district, we had a great time. We win sectionals, have a great time. State, that wasn't our mission. Our mission was to win the World Series, and that's what we ended up doing this year, and it was very special. We were 44-6 over 3 years. We lost twice each year in this double elimination format. We carried 11 banners with us in 3 years. That's pretty darn special. We made history at the Little League World Series. We had two gentlemen on the team that batted first and second this year, and Carl Ravitch, Todd Frazier, Jessica Mendoza, Tim Kirchen, all came up to me at separate times and said, we've never seen anything like two kids like Brody and Lewis that can play the game of baseball like they did in those pressure situations. And that's a huge, huge compliment to you guys and to you as a team, because you guys know how to do it. They'll never see that again. They've never seen it since 1949. That's when Little League started. And what those two did was outstanding. The stats speak for themselves. But when I asked them, guys, what you did was special, what you special, and they said, no, coach, what our team did was special. Again, great team, good team versus a great team. I get this question a lot. How did you do it, coach? Tell me the recipe. What's the recipe for the team's success? Comes with ingredients. You know, you have everything. First thing you do is you work hard. You work really hard. Really hard, working really hard creates success. And people that do that were very successful people. You've got to go back to doing the simple things. We were doing, Coach Eddie and Coach Tim and I, doing simple things you guys were doing back in T-ball. Got to keep doing it. Hitting off tees, throwing ground balls. They teach you the gator, right, when you're doing T-ball, and you have to get the ball like it's a gator's mouth. We went back to doing all that stuff. That's what they still do in the major leagues. That's what they still do now. That's what this team does. That's part of what we would do every day. You got to learn to accept failure. Baseball's a game of failure. You're going to fail more than you will succeed at this game. You will strike out more than you will get hits. You'll make errors. You'll make the last out when the team wants you to get a hit to win the game. It's going to happen. 3 years it took these kids to understand what it takes to fail. It's not easy to grasp at 10, not easy to grasp at 11. It's getting better at 12. And these kids this year played as a team and they understood failure. What do I mean by failure? Reggie Jackson. Who remembers Reggie Jackson? We all do, right? Mr. October. Still to this day, all-time leading strikeout batter in Major League Baseball, 2,597 strikeouts. But no one remembers him for that. They all remember him for home runs against the Dodgers, home runs with the Angels, Mr. October. That's what he was remembered for. Thomas Edison, 1,000 experiments, failed. 1,001, the light bulb. Just goes to show you, failure is a huge part of where you're going to go in life from success. And one of the things we teach with our coaches, every time we practice, there's a life lesson, not just through baseball, through sports in general, that can move over on into your life and not just in the baseball world that we do. So a huge part of this is understanding failure, because that's what baseball's about. 1 for 3 is a Hall of Fame career every game. 1 for 3 is 33% in the teacher's grade room, and that's an F. Go figure. Failing's okay in baseball. You just got to learn how to grasp it. Most important thing we did this year is we became family. You don't play as a family, you don't win. You might win some games, but you will lose in the long run. You play as a family and you play together. Even if you lose, you still win, knowing you still have these guys behind your back. That's what we preached every day in practice, and that's what kids younger and older now understand now, that in order for you to be in a team sport, you need to play together. You look at teams like the Lakers had with Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe. Didn't work, didn't play together. Many teams like that were bought by baseball teams, couldn't win a World Series, didn't play together. These young men, these young gentlemen now, I call them, they learn how to play together. And from here on out, that'll be a stepping stone to their life, not just in baseball, but a stepping stone to understand if I want something, I'll go get it. I'll work hard, I'll work better. Doesn't take effort to work hard. Doesn't take effort to be a good teammate. Doesn't take talent to do any of those things. That'll overcome talent any day of the week. Does not take talent to give effort. Does not take talent to be a good team. Remember that. You young kids. Doesn't take talent for that. It takes talent to be big, like Lewis, Brody, Jackson, Luke. They're big boys. Can't teach that. Can't coach it. Can only feed them. But it doesn't take talent to be a good teammate. The number one thing you need to understand in baseball, be a good teammate. That's all it takes. Final ingredient for me, surround yourself with good coaches and good teammates. A good coach can change games. A great coach can change lives. Coach Eddie, Coach Tim, thank you for your help in changing these kids' lives, the city's lives of El Segundo. I appreciate you guys. One more thing, and I'll be done, is I'd like to say, hey, we're world champions because of what we accomplished on the baseball field. But we are family and friends for life because of the values we have, what we've learned, the respect and the love we have for each other off the field, and we always will be. Families for life, brother. Love you guys to the day I die. I love you guys. You'll always be a part of my life. Part of El Segundo will be a part of my life. I love you all. Thanks for coming out today. Ladies and gentlemen, 2023 Little League World Series champs.
Stand up. Stand up. One more time for Danny and all the coaches. Thank you so much, friends. We got one